So this is it. This is the 2025 LA Auto Show. And today I'm going to be talking to you guys about what the best cars are that showed up here. So this is a new type of video I've never done before. I wanted to get this content for you. Obviously, as you see on the thumbnail, the Corvettes are my favorite. But we're going to get some content for you on other manufacturers and just let you know what our thoughts are on those as well. And I'll be bringing many videos from here to you. So let's do it. So I wanted to find GM first and Chevrolet at that. I think I found GM. Now I just got to find Corvettes. And look at what they brought. So for those of you who don't know, this is the ZR1X. This is the bossest, I say that, B-O-S-S-E-S-T. The final boss until we know what the final boss is. But this is a crazy, ludicrous hypercar that GM decided to build. So you've got that massive LT7 engine in the rear producing 1,064 horsepower. And then up front, you've got the motor that produces 186 horsepower. And all of that combined is a total 1,250 horsepower. And you've got the same exact body, shape, and aero as a ZR1. So these are the dive planes and the front splitter from a ZR1. That hood scoop is from the ZR1. The carbon fiber hood, or the carbon fiber roof, is from the ZR1. And also the giant rear wing is from the ZR1. And as you see, they call it the ZR1X. So 1,250 horsepower with all-wheel drive. And this just happens to be a special edition version of that ZR1X. As you can see, it has a matte or a satin finish paint. It's the blade silver with a satin finish, and this is the Qual Edition version of the ZR1X. Now it has 10 piston calipers. Yes, you heard me right. 10 piston calipers in the front, 6 piston calipers in the rear, and the rotors are, if I'm not mistaken, 16.5 inches up front and in the rear. They needed a giant amount of stopping power from a vehicle that's going to do 0 to 60 in about 2 seconds or less, and the quarter mile in less than 9 seconds. So somewhere in the 8s is where this bad boy will end up. And I'm sure once the right person gets a hold of it, it's going to be even quicker than what GM has produced out of it. And we haven't heard final numbers yet on the quarter mile. The top speed of this, I would assume, is going to be about the same as the ZR1, which was 233 miles per hour. So that's another thing about this car, is you can get a couple of different versions. You can get the non-ZTK. It would not have that giant high wing on it. It would actually just have the normal low profile spoiler. It would also not have the dive planes up front. It would still have that front splitter and the side skirt that this has, but it would not have the rest of that. And it would have a little bit softer suspension than what the ZTK version is. Now, however, if you like the large rear wing and the dive planes up front without that tighter suspension, you can get what's called the ZTK Aero, and then you would get that same exact look that you're seeing on this car, just without the extra expense and the extra stiffness on the suspension. We don't know yet when this will be available to order from GM. but we're expecting allocations to happen somewhere in to the end of this year, beginning of next year, and deliveries to start maybe first quarter of 2026. What do you guys think? You think this is a good move that GM has made? Should they go even more horsepower than this? Or is this enough? I mean, you guys know the way I feel about it. It's too much horsepower already. Will I get one? Probably, if I can. But would I own this if I wasn't a YouTuber? Probably not. Will it be fun? Absolutely. The other thing that you may not know about this car is that it has broken records at the Nürburgring already, and this is the time, which is really, really impressive. GM finally has a car that's under the 7-minute mark, and not just by a little bit, by almost 11 full seconds. So really, really cool that they've got that under their belt. The ZR1 is a little bit slower. It's a 650 minute time, but I just think it's amazing that they have a hypercar now. Actually, in my opinion, a couple of hypercars in their lineup with the ZR1 and ZR1X.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your chance to own the most powerful Corvette ever built. A 2026 Corvette ZR1 with the brand new interior and a 1,064 horsepower twin turbo monster that blasts from 0 to 60 in just 2.3 seconds. This ZR1 is finished in red mist metallic with a natural dipped leather interior. And the best part, it comes with an extra $25,000 cash to help with taxes and supports 4 incredible charities, including the Auburn Cord Duesenberg Automobile Museum, Tri Industries, Stand for the Troops, and Toys for Tots. So don't wait. This giveaway ends soon. And because you are a Brink of Speed watcher, you'll receive 50% more bonus entries when you click my link below in the description or pinned comment. So enter now and win yourself a beautiful ZR1.
But speaking of hypercars, if this thing ever gets built, which it looks like if it was, it would be a C10. As you can see, the Roman numeral X there. So this is definitely a concept. It says it right there. But this is the Gran Turismo concept car, not the full race car. I wish they would have brought that. The CXR would be the full race car, but this is ridiculous. And it produces massive horsepower, massive acceleration, and excellent cockpit and excellent looks, obviously, here. Just a beautiful, beautiful car. Lots of carbon fiber, lots of open styling for aero. This thing looks like a 300-mile-an-hour car. So yeah, you've got 2,000 horsepower with 4 motors. And I guess that's it. I thought this one was a hybrid, but I guess it's only the CXR that's the hybrid. There's actually not a lot of cars here that I thought were going to be here. They are making this LA Auto Show smaller and smaller, especially for like supercars and exotic cars. But what we have here is a 2026 Mustang GTD, which I consider a total supercar. Over 800 horsepower. It's supercharged. It's still a front engine, and mostly everything is made out of full carbon fiber. So really, really great car. It has active aero. It's got the largest front tires out of any supercar right now, with huge 325s up front. And then the rears are 345s. Sorry, that's upside down. The rear wing is a DRS, drag reduction system wing. The exhaust is just enormous. These pipes are gigantic. And it's an Akrapovic exhaust. So it's gonna be loud, it's gonna be nasty, it's gonna be really, really good sounding. And that rear diffuser is a non-carbon fiber look. It's probably carbon fiber, but it's painted. So you can get a two-tone look instead of the exposed carbon fiber on this car, and that's exactly what they've done here. I love how tinted the windows are. I love the black mirrors. This yellow is actually really close to the competition yellow that is on the new Corvette. It's a little bit lighter. If the camera is doing this any justice at all, you should be able to tell that this is lighter for sure as a color than the Corvette competition yellow. Now this car also set a new record at the Nürburgring, I believe 6 minutes and 52 seconds. So it's a very fast car. It's over $300,000. And the only thing I don't like about this car is it's a Mustang. No, just kidding. Is the fact that it weighs like 4,200 pounds. It's insane. If they would have just dropped a bunch of weight on this car, brought it down into the mid threes, 3,500, something like that, even 3,600, I believe this car would have done so much better on the Nürburgring than it did. However, it has done a fantastic job there. I believe that anybody that owns this car is gonna have a blast with it, whether they track it or not. If you track the car, you're gonna have even more fun. So this is one of my top cars that I'm gonna put in here for best of what's coming out for 2026. They've really set this LA Auto Show up for more of a SUV type, off-road challenge type of a show now. As you can see, they just let regular people get in these cars, drive it up to the top of the obstacle course or hill, whatever you want to call this, and test out the cars, which is cool and everything. Whoa. Look at that. She decided to rip down that fast. I mean, I like this. I do like it, but they've taken out all of the amazing exotics that used to be here, the amazing supercars, and it's really become a truck, SUV, Hyundai type show. So you guys know that I am a huge fan of the Cadillac V Series. This is a CT5V Blackwing. It is a 26. It's in a beautiful blue color, and it is just loaded up to the hilt. Now, you guys might not know this, but you can actually do a curated color system on your 2026 Cadillac CT4V and CT5V Blackwings. And actually, it may just only be the CT5V Blackwing. The exterior of this car is really aggressive. It's competing with things like the M5 competition, the Mercedes E-Class, and just really, really powerful sports sedans. Look at the door panel here, the intricate work there with the suede. I love the red seat belts. Now these are the upgraded bucket seats in the front, and they do have the carbon fiber on the rear of the seat. GM, go ahead and throw that on the back of the Corvette seats. Oh, and not to mention it has 668 horsepower from a supercharged LT4 engine out of a C7 Z06.
hope you guys really enjoyed all of those cars from the LA Auto Show. Let me know in the comments down below which one was your favorite, whether it was something that I talked about or part of the B-roll footage that I got. Just let me know which one your favorite was. Let me know if you like this editing style as well. If you're enjoying it, give it a big thumbs up. Smash that hype button, smash that subscribe button, and I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you guys out on the road.